You're like a ventriloquist. Your voice goes far.
I know, my voice goes far. This way, see, they gave me the mic and not you, because why would you talk?
I got a pickle.
You got a glass middle. Really, yeah, nice. You tell these guys that. So, folks.
What color do you want?
This is weird. It's just weird to be doing it.
Alright, what do you want, Addie? Do you want pink or purple?
It's just echoey because there's a giant field. That's all.
I have
Don't face the
down.
speaker.
All right.
Don't come
Get rid
in.
of down.
All right. All right.
No, it's okay.
Here's for
Can I have a pink one? Thank you.
Oh, well, that's great. That's wonderful. All right. So, oh, goody. Let's start going before this one.
It's really funny that usually we do this with fireworks, but we're not allowed to use fireworks because I guess it's like a city ordinance thing anymore. You know, we've done it in 10 years. 10 gallons of Coleman fuel and a giant wood thing on fire, totally fine. No regulation on Coleman fuel in
All
Connecticut.
the Kevlar up to here. I'll take this up top.
Even the fire marshal was like, we don't care.
But don't use fireworks.
Huh? I'll kill you.
Sometimes that's what you have to do. I can't trust him to give orders, for Christ's sakes. All right, well, let's give the basic then. Let's do that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Saturday Night Extravaganza! Sunday. For the smarter among you, you'll notice that it is Sunday. For those who are joining us, not yet. But it works? Good. All right, so for those who are joining us, you'll know that we normally do this Saturday night, but we got rained out and canceled, much to my dismay. It was rather hilarious. I got angry. I got crying. It was really pathetic. Wick, he was already drunk.
So it didn't matter.
My God!
I mean,
I had the Bible.
That's true. The one time we asked him to pull through. So we're going to do this for you now.
And then I get to drive home.
I'm going to drive home, which is, and it's funny because there's cardboard boxes here, and you live in a, yeah, all right, so.
That's where they draw the line.
Sid Bird lives in a cardboard box. Well, we are performers, that's true.
Hashtag dead
And I'm a
orca.
drummer.
Dead orca jokes.
Folks, the reason why we were doing what you were about to see is because we were not allowed to use fireworks this year. As you know, in the past, we have done fireworks stunts, and we were told the Wednesday before we were supposed to go and do this, that we had to find a special effects shooter in Connecticut. Now, if you've never heard of this license before, neither did I. And I did a little research, and I got the list of names. You can get a whole list of names of people who have licenses, and that list was 11. And for those of you doing the math at home, this is 4th of July weekend. 5 of those people worked for one company, and they were all booked. So I had absolutely no way of using fireworks at all. Now, us being who we are, looked into the law a little bit further. And do you know that camping fuel is not regulated in the state of Connecticut?
I do now.
It's also more explosive than gasoline.
Oh yes, it has more explosive than gasoline. You also know the fact that Kevlar wicking and logs are not regulated in the state of Connecticut in this way.
No trees were the harmed in the making of that.
That's true. So,
Danger fields.
that's right. What?
I said they will be after today.
By the way, can I show some love for the person who's going to be responsible for locking us in, and the only other person that I would want to stand up there at the top of that insanity, Bella Greenwolf, everybody. And literally as her lifeline, our husband Ken, right over there. You literally, if you light the fuse and drop the rope, you can be single in a day. It'll be awesome. That's just weird,
No,
right?
it's weird because we actually are a little nervous because you work with fuel, right? Never have we done something where you just watch somebody pour it all over.
Yeah, we came up with this idea, and the big thing that I wanted to see was, you know, back in 2012 was the first time I'd ever done a stunt like this on a big scale. And I was actually burned at the stake which I enjoy doing very much.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, he lived.
I did, I lived. Well, it was a magic trick. What happened was we're changing steak. Then, the cloth dropped and the thing burned. I disappeared. I was one of the guys doused in the bucket. I was really happy to do that. I always wanted to do a big stunt magic trick like that. However, Wick is not a magician.
I ain't that talented.
But I'm also somebody who's always been a fan of escape artistry. And so what I wanted to do for you today was an escape. So we decided a couple of things with what you're about to see. One, this is all white gasoline that is indeed, as Wicked said, more flammable than regular gasoline. There's no additives, for the environment. Also, there's about 70 feet of Kevlar wicking. Kevlar wicking holds fuel real good, which is one of the reasons we decided to use it. We also have about 40 feet of fast fuse. Thankfully, it is allowed because it's for cannons. Because as long as it's for a gun, forget it. I can't even begin to understand it.
Hey, Connecticut's also the state where it's legal for passengers to drink in a car.
That's actually, I think someone just made that up.
It's true.
No, yeah, passengers can drink in a car.
I love how the drunks are like, passengers can drink in a car. I checked, I was in my Uber yesterday. So, what's going to happen is that we're going to go up there and we're going to get chained in place. We then have about,
smell that fuel.
yeah. Oh, it's real potent.
Hello.
That makes sense. Thank you for pulling the ladder away. Yeah. So, something I should make a note of is that ladder will not be there for this performance. That was the other thing that I wanted to incorporate was that Wick is a stuntman. Wick has been a stuntman for years. And we wanted to kind of combine our skills. Wick is absolute crap at picking locks. Aside from the cars he's hijacked. Aside from that.
Because you don't pick the locks.
Okay. Stop giving a tutorial, Wick.
Electronics, it's fine.
This is not his YouTube channel. But we wanted to add a little element of that. So we're going to have about 2 minutes. That's as much fuse as we have there. Once that fuse hits that, once that fuse hits that over there, yes. I'd also like to make a note, I would like to make a note that the person currently pouring the fuel is my brother and the general manager of our fair, James Myron. Oh yeah. Oh no, thank you for pointing that out. Thanks, Wick.
Yeah, no problem.
If the fuse has a tendency to go blah 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 blah, because the fuse.
Like this.
If the fuse happens to go blah 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 early and hits the side of it,
We're dead.
maybe not dead, but not happy about life.
You ever tried picking a lock while on fire?
I know. Yes.
Oh, all right.
So, what I wanted to make sure was to point out a couple of things. Yes, this is very dangerous. We know that. There are many risks involved. We've gone through everything possible. Everything we can to keep safe. If something does go wrong, we're going to ask you folks to keep your seats.
Keep filming.
That too.
We want to go
But this
viral.
is something that we have got people who are trained for. We have our medical and our security on standby. Yeah.
This really is the dumbest thing we've ever done.
Come on.
And probably scariest.
And it was built in 4 days.
Douse those a little bit. Yeah, that's too funny.
He didn't really point out, but the only way we can get down off that is
Oh yeah.
we have to jump off. That's what the things in the back are for.
That's a 14-foot high platform. The whole structure is about 20 feet tall. And we have to jump onto those, which is hay, cardboard boxes, an air mattress.
Which is unplugged, so it's deflated.
Exactly. And a little bit of canvas and what we like to call hopes and dreams. So,
I'm not your
I also want to point out that this was really stupid and expensive.
I'd like to point out a couple things. Thank you for looking.
At the end of this, folks, we will indeed have the tip box out here. I would be very greatly appreciative if you decided to take any of your dollar bills and throw them into the tip box because, dear God, also, we'll dump one of the water buckets too. It'll be like a souvenir, you know. So we'll dump one of the water buckets so you guys can please put money in that.
It's funny because can you tell we're actually nervous as hell?
Yeah.
Because we're pretty quiet and not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd also like to thank you very much for taking care of the sound. There will be a little bit of music that will play. Once we're all locked in, I'll give you the cue, David. A big hand to everybody who helped us put this together. Yeah. I don't really have much more to say on this, so I'm actually going to take the mic off now. It's going to take us a couple of minutes to get into the thing, so this is yeah.
Let's see this!
Do you folks want to see us escape from this absurdity?
Just want to see us burn!
Either one. There's a few of them out there too. All right, let's get them out there. Oh, by the way, folks, after this is done, we're going to ask you folks to please exit directly through Midgate to get on out. Security wants to leave so vendors can go home. We thank you so much for sticking around with us. And let's let the whole fair hear you. Make some noise. You guys have fun today. All right. Let's do the thing. Talk amongst yourselves.
We don't want to be stuck here till 9 p.m.
Princes nor tides. Discuss.
They're burning themselves for your amusement!
Woo!
I can do the bar.
Hopefully it lasts. I mean, my
Comes the ambulance.
That's the signal.
The flashlights. It's an
Only if it goes real bad.
Are you guys ready? That's not for us yet.
yeah.
You ain't got nothing to show me.
person. I don't throw it out the freaking logs. Oh.
Well, you're gonna have to. It's gonna get to you soon.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, ready?
Life at school, everyone's finger to me. So fire the world is mine tonight. John on his deathbed cried, "I'll wait till tomorrow to die." The sun is shining, birds they sing. Now you know how life is fun. So find give me one last take.
Make some noise!
Spray him down, he's on fire!
So, 7 gallons of gasoline and 30 feet of fuse and a whole lot of wood and logs. You never know quite what's going to happen. And I'm really glad we got out when we did. We were joking around for a little bit. My shoes untied. We were joking around for a little bit there, but that's only because we thought everything was going, oh, we're fine, everything's okay.
And then Jimmy threw the fuse at the
Yeah,
fire.
thank you, brother.
I wanted it to be a fun show! Did you guys enjoy yourselves?
Daniel, I don't want to alarm you, but I think something's on fire at the fair. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, it's not fireworks.
it's not fireworks. That's not. We are fine-ish, and everything's fine. We're fine here.
How are you?
How are you? Did you folks enjoy the show? So next year, just so you guys know, we're thinking of doing possibly the first weekend of our fair. So, and doing it the first weekend in case we have to do this over and over again because of the rain. And hopefully we'll have a special effects shooter for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, did you folks enjoy yourselves? Let us hear you one more time. By the way, that fire pit is Knights of Gore, so. Knights of Gore! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much, and thank you for coming to the Midsummer Fantasy Renaissance Fair!
Okay, we're gonna stay 7 minutes until the entrance. I don't want to get caught.